Hello, everybody. My name is Kenton DeYoung, and I'm sitting here with my co-host Dylan Fairman.
Hello.
And this is a Patreon exclusive episode of Unsolved Canadian Mysteries. So, Dylan, how you been?
I have been great, Kenton. How have you been?
I'm good. Busy. Weather's
Sorry, the last one sounded like pissy. Sounded like you went busy, pissy.
pissy. No.
Are you in a pissy mood, Kenton?
No, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. But no, just mostly busy. We put out 2 episodes last time. One was, I don't recall what we put out last time.
It was a mummy.
Right, it was a mummy.
And the alien in the field with the
The
radiation.
Langenberg one. Yes, I love that one so much.
Yeah, it was good.
The mummy one was good too.
Yeah.
Sure, check it out and let us know your thoughts because we didn't get much feedback on that episode.
Which one?
The mummy one was.
The mummy one?
Yeah.
Mummy one? That was Patreon?
I believe so.
Dude, we're so bad.
What was that?
As real as it can be.
I like the mummy one. I like there's like the paranormal murder aspect to it, but the UFO one, I love UFOs.
I like anywhere you like do extra investigation.
Yes.
Little journalism.
When you call someone and see, yeah.
When you're playing phone tag with librarians. I don't.
One thing changed between our last episode and now. In the meantime, I actually received my diploma in ufology.
Oh, you are now an expert.
An expert.
Wow. Good job.
I don't know what job opportunities will come up.
What can you do with that?
Not much. Much. There's surprising not a lot of funding in ufology right now. Yeah.
Weird.
There used to be in like the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, but then they realized, we found some. Let's not try and find any more.
Yeah, we're good. We're done.
Yeah.
It was actually, we're diverging here, but it's okay. It was funny to research about it, and like the United States government looked into UFOs, and they pretty much determined we don't know what they are, but they're not a threat, so we're closing the case on it. I'm like, that's okay. Well, we really don't know, but they don't seem to be causing any problems, so we'll let it fly around up there. And
yeah, if they don't bother us, we won't bother them.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's I don't know what'll get me career-wise, but it's fun to put on a resume.
Yeah, a little bit. I wonder that can't hurt you at all, can it?
No,
I don't think so.
Oh, so he has this and this and oh.
If anything, it'll be like they'll ask you like, "What is this?"
Yeah. I once had a job, and in my resume or my cover letter, I was a little sarcastic because I've read that you should like try and have a different cover letter than everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Really sell yourself. So I really sold myself like over the top. And I had an interview because he thought it wasn't serious and he wanted to check in, make sure I was like a real person.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't get the job though, but I got an interview. So
hey,
that's halfway.
It worked.
Yeah. For
that.
For that. Yeah. Are you ready for tonight's episode?
I don't know.
It's kind of scary, kind of weird.
Okay. Well then, yes.
Okay.
Where is it?
Where does it take place?
Yeah.
Oh. So tonight's episode takes place in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Oh.
We kind of hopping across the country here. We did Alberta and Saskatchewan, and now we're doing Winnipeg.
Yeah.
I guess technically it starts in Toronto. That's where the guy's born, but it ends in Winnipeg. The whole thing takes place in Winnipeg. It's kind of cool because this time in Winnipeg's history, the turn of the century, Winnipeg was really growing, and there's a lot of talk because of its geographic location in the world or in Canada and North America. It's kind of it's in the center, right?
Yeah.
Because people usually think Saskatchewan's more in the center, but because Ontario and Quebec are so big, actually it's Manitoba and Winnipeg.
Right.
And, back in Indigenous days, it was the center as well of trade route. So around the turn of the 20th century, Winnipeg, because of its geographic location in the middle of Canada, was considered like the center of the New World.
Wow.
I read somewhere they had one of the busiest docks in North America because of all the rivers.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
of ships, river boats are coming in, going out. It was very busy.
That's cool.
And that goes even way back to the Indigenous time when they had trading networks and that kind of thing. It was the main hub. So in the early 20th century, a lot of people were coming there, and the city was growing and it was booming. And they even had this idea of different cultures and religions mixing into it, and the rise of mysticism and spirituality in the city. Winnipeg is not known for any of that now. Like, not for a booming city, not for mysticism, not for spiritualism, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was like, this is the center of the new world. This is going to be like the capital. We could go into that rabbit hole really far, but that's not too relevant, but just kind of set up the stage and why some of these things happened. In 1873, Thomas Glendenning Hamilton was born in Toronto. Then he moved to Saskatchewan, was kind of raised up in Saskatoon.
Oh, really? Okay.
When he was a bit older, he moved to Manitoba, and he settled in Winnipeg to go to the University of Manitoba.
This could have almost been a Saskatchewan story.
Almost. So close. But I don't think we had the proper university system set up just yet.
Yeah.
Because we didn't become a province until 1905. So, and he married Lillian, his wife, in 1910. So he's already settled in Manitoba at that point.
Right.
So yeah.
He's put down some roots.
Yep. So he married Lillian, 1905, and they had 4 children, Margaret, Glenn, and then twins, Arthur and James.
Do you tell a lot of stories involving twins? Maybe not. For some reason, I think you've said twins a few times, but maybe I just think twins are generally weird.
Trying to think. Twins. I think there
I
was
just
twins.
think of The Shining.
I think there was twins in another story, but I don't
remember. If
either.
there's ghosts and you have twins, you're fucked.
You pretty much, yeah. Anytime you bring in children and ghosts,
Yeah.
and especially multiple children
Yeah.
at the same age, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it one when the family got killed off?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But I think you're right. I think there was a story with a twin in it. But the twins in this one, actually. They're kind of relevant.
Perfect.
In 1918, while T.J. Hamilton was working at the University of Manitoba as a professor and a doctor, one of his colleagues went to the United States for a visit and then returned, really excited about an experience he had. While he was down there, he met with a medium named Pearl Curran. I don't know my mediums at all, so I don't know what level of fame Pearl Curran has. Maybe someone watching knows, like, oh, that's this amazing medium, but I don't know who it was. But whoever this woman was really impressed his colleague. And he wanted to talk all about like life after death and spiritualism and contacting the dead.
Do you have to say it with that kind of tone, Kenton? The hippie kind of, I can kind of detect that a little bit, what you were saying there.
Well, I don't know. I've never, okay. It was one time I got my fortune told, okay?
Right.
I was in Japan, and there's this weird thing.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, it's a cool place to get told, but it's not the best story. So I'll tell you why. So I was in Japan, I went to this old shrine. I don't know if it was Buddhist or Shinto, whatever shrine, but it was a shrine, and then we would like pull the stick out and then take it somewhere else and put it in, and then like pull a drawer.
Right.
And pull out your fortune.
Right.
So like there's no human interaction, like it's all fate or chance, right? So I pulled out my fortune, and of course, it's in Japanese, right? So I took it to our guide. I'm like, hey, can you translate this for me? Tell me what it says. And the guy like looks at it. She says, I'm not going to translate this. It's all bad news. And I'm like, well, give me that, right?
Yeah.
So like I went around and I found a couple of young Japanese girls.
Yeah.
I figured I knew that younger people speak English. So I asked them, can you translate this for me? And they were reading it and they were giggling away. And they did translate it for me, but it was all bad news. Like, your business is going to fail. This is going to go wrong. This is going to go wrong.
You're going to get run over by a horse and carriage, not just a car.
Yeah, it was just everything. So since then, I'm like, I don't get my fortune told because I don't want extra validation in that. I'm just going to assume that everything I do is going to go bad. So,
oh my God, Ken.
And if it goes well, then that's a surprise.
I don't need anyone to tell me how bad my life's going to be.
It's fine. So when I hear this story of psychics and mediums and this kind of thing, I'm like, okay, that's what you want to believe. But I have heard people who have gone to, I'll tell you a story.
Mm-hmm.
So when my mom was younger, she went to go see a medium in their small town.
Okay.
And the medium, I don't know if it was tea leaves or palm reading or what, said something to her like, oh, you had a brother. And my mom's like, nope. And she's like, yeah, no, you definitely had a brother. And mom's like, I did not have a brother, right? Or she didn't say it. I'm not sure what her reaction was, but she didn't have one. So then this lady told her all these other things about her life, right? But of course, she's not paying attention to any of it because his mom's a kook, right?
Yeah.
So she gets home and she tells her mom, she's grandma, and she's like, I went to this fortune teller or this, and she told me I had a brother and all this stuff. And my grandma's like, well, I never told you, but your brother died, was stillborn.
Oh.
So she did have a brother that she didn't know about.
Mm.
So my mom now wishes she would have listened to what the psychic also said,
Yeah.
because maybe she did tell her something else, right?
Interesting.
So, like, I mean, the chances of that is pretty rare. So maybe some people, like maybe this Pearl Current, can do these things, but
yeah.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a believer of psychics, but
Nor am I.
But people are. There's been some stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this colleague tells T.J. Hamilton all about this time he had in the States with Pearl Current, and T.J. says, "Yo, okay, thanks for the story, right?" And life carries on. This is 1918. That same year, the Spanish Influenza hit Canada globally, but in that time period is when it hit Manitoba.
Your topic.
Yeah, my topic, but we won't go too far into that.
Okay.
I do know that Manitoba and Winnipeg were hit very, very bad. Number-wise, thousands were dead, I think, like 2,000 or something like that, like a lot more than here. But it was a bigger city, right? Like we were a small city at the time, but they were a growing, bustling city. One of the people who died during the Spanish influenza was one of their twin sons, one of the boys. And this really devastated the Hamilton family.
Yeah.
Right, it makes sense. But the conversation TG had with his colleague earlier that year came back to him. And him and his wife began the idea of dabbling into the paranormal.
Great.
Right.
That always works out.
Always goes well.
Yeah.
Yep.
When in doubt, call some ghosts.
Yeah. So they did what anyone who wants to dabble with the undead does, and they began using Ouija boards.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah. Again, great idea.
Really, it's the best way to really open that door.
If Toys R Us sells it, it's okay.
I would have started off with tarot cards or tea leaves or anything, but no, let's straight into it. Straight into Ouija boards. And it could have been something to do with what was going on in Winnipeg at the time with all the talk of spiritualism. It's like, yeah, everyone else is doing this. Let's get on it.
Right.
I don't know. They're using Ouija boards for some time until about 1920 when they had their Scottish nanny, Elizabeth Poole, kind of come in and work as a medium with them. And what they decided to do then was retire the Ouija board and move to a thing called table tapping. So think of it's like you're sitting around a table conjuring a spirit, and you know how like when you're doing charades and you're like A, B, C, and then they nod and it's A, B, C, right? Same idea, but they go through the letters and the spirits would tap on the table.
Morse code.
Yeah, well, just normal English. Yes, but yeah, it's like a thump on the table. Okay, that's the letter, right? This then changed and they moved into telekinesis, which is the ability to move things with your mind. So it's taken quite a leap, right? And TG wanted to further study this. So they set aside a room in their house with no windows, no access to the outside world, and this is where they would conduct these seances. And on the one wall of the room, they had a wall of cameras. All cameras pointing towards the table and the people conducting the seance, where they could very easily take a picture and record whatever came up. And they also had people writing like minutes of what happened. Like TJ says this, Lillian says this, Elizabeth Poole says this.
Like a meeting.
Yeah, exactly, right? You can read them online. It's actually kind of interesting to see them because at one point there's more people and there's not enough of them, not the same amount they had last time. And they're discussing if they should actually do the seance or hold it off till next week. So it's like it's a business thing, right? Like it's not just people sitting around conducting seances. It's like a technical documentation and technical records of what happened in 1928. So this is now 10 years into the studying of their practice. Elizabeth Poole brings in two more mediums to help with this. There are two other Scottish people of hers that she knows are Dawn and Mercedes.
Those are cool names.
They're cool names. They're cool names, right?
Especially back then.
Yes. Yeah. Especially Mercedes. What a fancy name.
Yeah. Like Dawn, okay, sure. But like Mercedes, that's dope.
I don't even know if Mercedes was a car company in 1928.
No, it's probably just a horse.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
Alexa, what was Mercedes named after? Oh, I see.
Just a name.
Just a name.
Okay. The timeline makes sense, though, because this is 28, now it's 26.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just a name.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Okay. All right. Well, together they would do other types of experiments now that there's the two other mediums with it, right? Some things they would do is automatic writing, when you're writing and it's apparently the spirits take over the writing.
Okay.
Other things, there's trances, there's bell ringing, similar to table tapping, of course, still table tapping. And then in 1928, they had a new experience that kind of made them famous, and it's a type of manifestation of ectoplasm.
Okay. like Ghostbusters kind of shit.
Okay, yeah. In Ghostbusters, it's green.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think they just leave it wherever the ghosts go. I think that's how it works.
Yeah. Wherever it touches, and
Okay.
yeah. And then there's Slimer. There's a literal ectoplasm ghost that's like made out of ectoplasm. Anyway.
Okay. Well, in the movie, I know it's green.
Yeah.
In their documentation, it's white.
Okay.
And this ectoplasm is actually it emits from the medium's nose or mouth.
Okay. Great.
And it's this white, stringy substance. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Think of it kind of like...
like what, Kenton? What should I think of it like?
Think of it kind of like Spider-Man's web fluid.
Sure.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it couldn't be anything else.
No, nothing else.
Okay, cool.
Okay, all right. So what this ectoplasm would have in it...
Or Spider-Man webs.
Yeah, from their nose or mouth.
Yeah.
Would be little faces of the dead. So they would manifest themselves in the plasma, I guess you could call it, and it would communicate with the living.
Are they like silhouettes? Like it kind of looks like a person?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
It's usually the whole face embodied, manifesting inside the plasma.
Okay.
Oh, think of it like Power Rangers and Zordon in the tube. Helps? No.
No.
Okay.
No,
All right.
Kenton, it doesn't.
Darn. Okay, well, it's a face suspended in this ectoplasm.
Oh, you mean the talkie boy that like has just a head and he's floating?
Yeah, that's Zordon.
Oh, okay. See there. You gotta say it like that.
Okay.
The weird floaty head guy in the Power Rangers.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, and this is at around what time? Because like, is this like, are these people openly practicing this?
Yes.
Safely?
Well, in their room with the cameras.
I know, but what if someone like hears about it and they're not?
Actually, so yes, people did hear about it.
Yeah.
And they wanted to know more. So they had all sorts of famous people come to these seances to experience it.
Wow.
So, like for example, one of them was former Prime Minister William Lyon Mackenzie King came to it, as well as American psychic Nina Cranton and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
I know who that is.
Okay. Who is he?
He's the writer of Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he went to it. He was doing a cross-Canada tour, and he went...
Of what? Of like his books?
I don't know. Like maybe?
You go up on stage. Hello, Winnipeg! It is I, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
I don't know.
Elementary. My dear Watson.
I imagine like more like a book signing, but I like that idea more.
I just picture him walking out like what's his name, Apple guy that died.
Steve Jobs?
Yeah, Steve Jobs wearing the turtleneck, eating a fucking apple or something.
I don't know nothing about him. The only book I've read of his was The Hound of Baskerville.
It's very good. It's probably one of the better ones.
So the legacy of their experiments was well known, and people came and talked about it, and it made headlines, what they saw when they did. TG would die in 1935 from a heart attack. So he was doing this experiments in 1928 and then died in 35. His family would carry on the experiments, and they read books about it.
Say read or wrote?
They wrote books. I'm sorry. They wrote books about it.
Yeah.
One came out in 1942. A second edition came out in 1977. Another one came out in 1980. Recent. And as the family got older, they would decide it'd be beneficial for the archive of information that T.G. Hamilton made to give their pictures and their minutes and everything they recorded to the University of Manitoba so that this could be preserved. And these pictures are online now too, and in a new book they just put out a couple years ago, of course, right? I think in 2022 they put it out.
Okay.
To go over the photos again, because of the relationship between how the pandemic causes interest in life after death and how we had a pandemic now, and same idea people are having.
Everything's just like replicable or pattern based.
It's a circle.
Just a circle?
Yeah. So what I did was I found some of these pictures online, and I went through them, and I picked out what I thought were some of the best ones, and I thought we could...
Oh, you brought props
I
today,
brought props.
Kenton.
I brought props, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Show and tell.
Yeah. Christina might have to put these up on the video.
Yeah.
And we'll share them on Patreon so people can see them too.
Yeah.
I printed them off at Walmart, and I'm really glad I did that and not like somewhere like Staples where they review your photos, because some of these are a little weird.
Okay. I can't wait.
Okay, let me get these organized. That won't go last. Okay, we'll start off with this one.
Yeah.
And I want you to tell me what you see in this one.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So what? Oh, his face is supposed to be... Oh, my God. Okay, well, what I see is some guy blowing some sick clouds. No. That's a vaping joke. If there's any vapors out there, don't vape. Okay, Kenton, honestly, looks like some guy is pulling Santa's beard out of his mouth, and somebody put like magazine clipping of this guy's eyes in it. Some kind of Japanese style like drawing of a dog. Looks like Hello Kitty but a dog. I don't know. That guy looks like Post Malone with his like without the face tattoos. Anyway, wait, is that a woman? Oh shit. Never mind.
Yes.
Whoops.
That's the medium, yeah.
This woman looks like Post Malone.
To be fair, their hair is pulled back, and it's not the greatest photo of them. So
no, and this is a photo from the 20s?
1928, about then, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like it looks like shit, but it looks good.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Anyway, cool.
Right. So you mentioned a dog, so I thought I'll show you this one next.
Okay. Are you calling this woman a...
No.
Are you calling this woman a dog?
No. It's the thing coming out of their mouth. They're calling it the Hound of Baskerville. You can maybe see the nose and the eyes.
The only thing I can see is up this lady's nose, and boy, is it not clean. That's bizarre. It does look like fabric, though.
Yeah. So actually, we should talk about it. So you probably have never heard about this practice of ectoplasm anymore.
Okay, you and that word.
Am I saying it wrong?
Okay, so you say and it might just be how you're pronouncing it, but you say ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm.
Yeah. You say ecno, but it might be you're trying to say toe, but like maybe there's like a part in your talking nasal like ability that makes it go no sometimes.
Ectoplasm.
Anyway,
I'll pronounce it.
It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. I'm just pointing it out.
Right. So you don't hear much about ectoplasm anymore. And one of the reasons is because a lot of the practitioners of this were found to be fraudulent.
Oh, makes sense.
So sometimes they'd find that this ectoplasm would be cheesecloth mixed with like a potato paste or egg whites. Sometimes they would determine that the images were cut out from magazines, like you said.
That first one looked like just a picture of someone put in Santa's beard. But if you're saying cheesecloth, I get that. So, but what would the egg whites do?
Just make it have a slimy texture.
Slimy?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can't see the sliminess in the photo. But
yeah, you
can also just see like the shadow on her face after. That's not a shadow of something smoky. That's a shadow of a solid piece of cheesecloth.
Sometimes these psychics were caught with maybe hiding the cheesecloth in their shoes and pulling it up and pretending it came out their nose. Or once I read, I didn't look into how they did it, but they hid it in their butt.
Nice.
So a lot of people who did this were called out to be frauds. But T.G. Hamilton never actually did this. He just recorded it, documented it.
He wasn't a part of the show, just the
guy making the recordings.
Yeah.
So some of the claims people saying they think it's fraudulent, but it wouldn't be his fault. He's just recording what other people are doing. But to my knowledge, none of the psychics who he did work for were ever found to be fraudulent.
Honestly, anyone that's willing to put cheesecloth that was just in your ass around their mouth is a goddamn hero.
Do you want to see some more?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay. That looks like Billy Bob Thornton, first of all. Not the woman. The woman just looks like a woman. She looks like that stereotypical crazy woman in all the old horror movies. Anyway, but it looks like Billy Bob Thornton in the cloud. Like Bad Santa. Oh my God. Okay, what else you got?
Okay, so this one has like a caption to it. This is from T.J. Hamilton. The brilliance and beauty of this teleplasmic manifestation is indeed extraordinary. The magnitude, the dazzling whiteness, the uniformity of outline, and above all, the perfection of the faces combine to make this phenomena a particularly notable one. Okay.
My God. There's two faces. That looks like Alice Cooper and what's that woman's name? What's the one that passed away, but she was always like, at the red carpets, look at this guy. Where'd you get your jacket off the road? Oh my God. She was really mean.
Betty White?
No, Betty White was not mean. Oh no! She had so much face surgery. She died. I think maybe getting face surgery, maybe not. Alexa, who's the famous lady who had lots of plastic surgery and would interview people on the red carpet?
Sharon Osbourne has had a number of plastic surgeries.
No, not Sharon. Okay, it wasn't Sharon Osbourne anyway. Okay, this honestly looks like it looks like a middle finger from like a magazine, like you say. Like it literally looks like a vector. It looks like if you got a magazine where someone's flipping someone off, that's what it looks like.
Now you could say that's digitally altered, but then, convincing. Maybe?
Well, yeah, plus this isn't just found on, like, this is archived, like analog, like physically, right? Yeah. Yeah. So it's not like you can guess age just probably from the photos. Yeah. So like I believe this, but still it looks, it's really great. Like I would honestly pay to see, even knowing that it's a performance, but to see this like on Halloween, like a creepy like medium performance, totally pay to see that.
Okay. These two are similar, so we can both do at the same time.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, this one is the woman is eating a glove. That's okay. See, she made a mistake. She could have like got away with the other stuff. This one she's not getting away with. Like the gloves coming out of her shirt.
It's supposed to be like a hand of ectoplasm coming out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it just looks like she's trying to eat a ghost.
So this one's a little different. One of the things, and I wish I had more time to look into this, but it's kind of hard to research this exactly without buying all the books and stuff.
Right.
Is that T.G. Hamilton and the mediums kept having these visions of boats. So they wanted to use their ectoplasm abilities to manifest this into physical boats. Mm-hmm. This actually is another good example of how telepathy worked in their little booth where they could make objects float. So I want you to tell me what you see.
Is this like the eye doctor?
Yeah.
1 or 2? 1 or 2. Am I supposed to hold this a specific way, Ken?
You have it the right way. That's the wrong way.
Okay. So, I don't remember what you just said. Or did you describe what this is?
I said they're trying to make a boat, but let me know what you think.
It's a boat? Okay, Kenton, I'll tell you exactly what I see. Okay? Prepare yourself.
Okay.
I see a rock, and there's an angel laying on the rock, and then there's another angel trying to have sex with that angel on the rock. That is what I see, Kenton.
Okay. It's supposed to be like a boat with sails.
It's not what I see.
Okay.
And you know what that might be like? You know the psychologists when they have like the pictures, like what do you see? Yeah. Rorschach? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah. This is
ink blot test. Yeah.
Yeah. This is my test, and I'm failing.
No, it's okay.
I see angels having sex with each other.
It's okay.
And you see a boat.
Okay. These ones, one is a picture of the ectoplasm, and one is a zoom in of one of the faces, and then the actual photography of that person.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, this one's coming out of her nose. I will give this to her. It does 100% look like smoke around her nose because just the stranulant, like it's very interesting. They did a pretty good job on this, except for the man's face. It just literally looks like someone snuck in a photo of a person. There's a skull boy at the bottom too, and some lady. Oh my God, this guy looks like the diabetes guy, like diabetes. Oh my God, that's hilarious. It's pretty crazy. That'd be pretty. Imagine if you go to this and like she pulls this, and then your like dead mother is on the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, freak! Especially back then, freak the shit out of you.
Yeah. So I got two more here. They're a little bit different than the last ones I gave you. So here's one more.
Okay.
This one's different than the other ones.
Yeah. Plus, her head's very deformed in this.
Because the other ones, it's more of a physical thing. This one's more ethereal and transparent.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
It looks almost like cotton candy.
It does. And you know what's the hardest part of this, Kenton? I keep on looking up her nose because there is so much shit going on in there.
It's all that ectoplasm.
It's all that ectoplasm she keeps on pulling out of it.
Mm-hmm. I actually don't know if it just like flows out like a nosebleed or if it's like you have to pull it out.
It looks like this one's coming out of her mouth because she's doing like almost like she's blowing smoke. Now I wonder, it'd be interesting if for the illusion she would actually have, I don't know how easy it would be back then, but like have some kind of smoke element to her thing coming out of her mouth. Because that's what I would do. I would do the, I guess, cheesecloth or Santa beard with the photo, but then I would mask it with the jelly-like substance and then smoke on top of that. But I don't know how, like, magicians, bizarre. This is bizarre.
Okay, then I have one more that's kind of in the same vein as that.
Okay, this one's kind of creepy. This looks like smoke.
And I think it's one of those things where if you're looking for a face, you'll see it.
Oh, for sure.
Kind of like 9/11 when there's a big explosion in the tower and everyone can see the devil's face in the flames.
Oh, really?
Just the flames.
That's bizarre.
I think it's just like you're looking for something now and you see a face-like thing.
I also see the bat symbol.
Okay. And they did this for a while. And they were quite famous for this.
And so did they charge?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I imagine.
I imagine they have to.
Well, you think if he's just trying to prove it, right? I think his whole draw is he wants to find some way, or they like to find some way to connect with their dead son. And after Sir Conan Doyle died, they also apparently tried to reach out to him, do the same process.
To write another book.
Maybe. But he didn't answer the call from beyond the grave. So I don't know if it was a personal quest. I'm sure there was some money transacted, right? Especially because you have to pay the mediums to come in and that kind of thing and buy all the equipment. It's
right.
But he was a doctor, right? And his whole purpose is to study and dictate and like document stuff.
Right.
So I imagine he paid, but I don't think that was he was paid, but I imagine that was the end goal, right? It seems like he was very genuine, and he's actually very well respected in the medical field for his work in medicine.
Yeah.
I don't know how well he's treated in this field, but it seems well respected all around. So I'm not a big believer of this stuff, but I can't explain some of the things he did.
Okay.
Like, you could, pick apart each individual photo and say, well, this is a magazine because we know there was some fraudulent stuff like this, right?
Right.
And you say, this could be smoke, this could be that. And that picture of the boat, I'm thinking they could have just dropped it off camera and they caught it falling with a high speed because they're shooting in the dark, right?
Right.
So you need a high speed camera to take photos in the dark already.
But assuming that, so like with all that, it's possible. But in the one where you're saying they're dropping it, you're then saying he's in on it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So like if he's in on it, anything's possible.
That's true.
If he's there actually to document it, the dropping thing is not true.
That's true. You're right. 100% on that. So I don't know what to believe on this. I think because so many others who have been involved in this were found to be frauds, I'm inclined to say they are as well. Maybe he didn't know it. Maybe he didn't mean it. Maybe he was behind it too.
Right.
But I'm not a believer of this stuff. I can't see it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm gonna say it's not, that it's all fake. But that maybe he didn't think it was fake. He thought it was legit, or he was. I don't know his ethics behind this, but I think the mediums are probably also frauds. But I don't know. What do you think?
I'm kind of in the same boat as you.
Okay.
I think all those photos. All those photos I can see, like, yeah, I can see how you did that except that boat one. But again, I can't even see the boat thing. Like, is there a written description of it for the boat one? Like, did you get the boat thing from like what he thought? Yeah.
So it's a boat. They made two boats.
Yeah.
This was the better of the two.
Okay. So, okay, well that's interesting, especially since there's two.
Yeah.
So that's like the one unexplained thing, but it could be easily explained. We just can't, bring it out.
I think if this this ability to draw ectoplasm from your nose or your mouth and make clouds that had the faces of the deceased on it. If that was a thing, we'd still be doing that. Like, that wouldn't have just died off.
Maybe.
So I think that's a good clue to that this was just maybe practical effects and a sign of the times, because no one's doing this now. At least not that I know about.
Yeah.
And something like this would probably make headlines.
Yeah. Unless it's deep underground, Kenton.
Yeah, must be. So that's all I got on this one.
Cool.
I think it's fraudulent, but
I liked it.
okay. I'm glad you liked it. It was kind of different.
It was different. It's more of like there's such a high percentage that's just because there's so many other, like, the other ones that were proven to be fraudulent used ways to make these things, and then, like, so explaining the cheesecloth, that looks exactly like cheesecloth.
Yes.
So it's like you're almost proven just with us examining other situations. It's almost proven to be phony. But wait, so Sir Conan Doyle, he saw it, and what did he think? I don't remember what you said.
He was impressed.
He was impressed.
Yeah. I have a quote here from former Prime Minister. It says, "It was amazing beyond all words." But I know Conan Doyle was a believer. And then when he went to the States, he saw something similar. He was a believer of that. And then later they were found to be fraudulent. So maybe he's not the best, good author, maybe not the best at perceiving the paranormal. So he was impressed, though. He believed it. And the Prime Minister believed it. So, I mean, that's two big accolades, right?
Because all of his Sherlock Holmes books are very realistic, except for the Hound. So I'm wondering, like, if he was writing these books, because it's a later one, I believe, and then all of a sudden he started getting into paranormal, and then he wrote that book. I wonder if his interests
Maybe,
went along with that. Anyway,
kind of like Stephen King, you can kind of tell when he was doing his cocaine and then when he stopped.
Yeah, it's like fucking like Cujo, cocaine,
Christine, the car one, Tommy Knockers.
I don't think he remembers writing Cujo.
No. He doesn't know.
It's so funny.
That's all I got. So
thank you, Kenton.
Thank you, Dylan. And thank you, everyone, for listening to this Patreon exclusive episode. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of this photography? What do you think of the soul story? What do you think of T.G. Hamilton? As always, my name is Kenton DeYoung, and I'm sitting here with my co-host, Dylan Fairman.
Yo.
This is another episode of Unsolved Canadian Mysteries.